All right, you grasshoppers. It's Thursday afternoon, 2:00. Larry Melnick just got out of the canoe. James Patrick is not going to be able to join us. He's on a bus trip right now. He doesn't have any reception, so he's not coming.
Well, how can he can't join us? Like he's 17-1 for God's sakes. How do you?
I know, Coach of the Year. Yeah, that's what it is. Coach of the Year. I need to make I don't know if apparently last week I did not turn the computer off properly, and Ron and I were discussing the fact that I had to have a bowel movement halfway through the show, but held on to it, pinched it in. So I probably about 15 minutes for the show today. I want everybody to know I did take care of that. So that's all taken care of. We don't have to worry about that today.
Oh, really? You had to go to the bathroom? Well, that's part of human nature, isn't it? That's like
Yeah, the timing was bad though. Typically that doesn't happen. So
can you imagine how big and fat you'd be if you didn't go to the bathroom?
Right? Good point. That'd be good. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Like you eat less because you explode. But,
so our girl Deb Miners-Hagen Anderson lost her mother last week. All the best. She's on the show with her here tonight. So all the best to her.
My condolences to her family. It's never good when that happens.
Yeah.
That old saying that's it gets easier as the time goes by. I don't believe in that either, because I mean, you miss your family, your mother, your father, whatever. It's like you miss them for. My dad died 22 years ago, and I still think about different things about him.
Yeah,
because my mother bought him this ring in 1977, and she paid $5,000 for it.
Wow.
So my father died. My mother wanted me to have it, so I have the ring. So I wear it once in a while. I'm not a big ring guy or watch guy or nothing like that. I guess that's from having marriages and stuff. But
Mel, how bad is it there with the rain? Pretty nasty.
So bad. Well, it's stopped the last couple of days. It's drizzling today, but they got 1 month's worth of rain in 2 days.
Wow.
And every route, every highway, one just opened up just this morning. But if you want to go from here to stick it in your moose, that whole road, part of the road is collapsed.
Oh.
So every route coming into Vancouver is closed within about 45 minutes of me. Going up to Whistler, going across, you can get in and around the city. You can go to Victoria, you can go to Race Rock and see Jillian if you want. But yeah, it's a shit show. And now,
so you're able to get into Vancouver from where you are, though.
My son just drove to downtown Vancouver. Yeah, so within 45 minutes surrounding the city, we are on water. So there's only, but you can't go up to Whistler.
Wow.
It's done. But you can get around the city. I went to Wally Mart yesterday morning just to stock up because people are starting to panic. And there's no bagels, there's no cereal. It's bad.
Any Vienna sausage?
No bagels?
They had I didn't buy sausage, so I didn't. You know what? I bought cod. I got 3 or 4 pieces of cod. I got some salmon. I've been eating better. Except
good.
So
nice.
What was the question?
Sorry, you asked the question. You were on it. Did you go? Somebody told me that you were seen at the Vancouver Canucks game last night.
Well, here's the thing, Tom.
Looking for a coaching job?
Pardon?
Looking for a coaching job? It could be coming up.
No, who was Jack Sullivan said that I should be the GM. I said, there's no effing way. It's a thankless job. There's too many dummies in that organization that won't listen anyways. And they just signed, and I was wrong last week, they just signed Green and Benning. So they're not going to get rid of them. They're not going to. Aquilini, I think, is too cheap to hang on to those contracts. So yeah, I got all dressed up in my 3/4 length cashmere jacket to put on the black boots. Woke up this morning with a headache, so I'm still in my pajamas.
Oh, nice. Nice. It's a long night. A few beverages?
A few beverages with Steve Smith, not the Steve Smith that shot the puck in his own net.
Okay. Inquiring minds want to know, Jack Sullivan wants to know, did you buy beaver rubber while you're out?
No, but so James Patrick gets me a hat in 3 days, right?
Right.
3 days. A hat and a golf shirt.
The Ranger swag showed up.
No,
Oh.
but the Selly Salt did.
Oh, nice. There you go.
Yeah.
See, our Sally Salt girls
So-
come through.
Everybody that's watching today, put your order in for the Selly Salt. So I haven't tried it. I just got it. I just got it.
That's that stuff is good. My son loves it. I love it.
It is good.
To me, and hockey moms, I love hockey moms.
Yeah. So I went on the website and I forgot the one girl's name is Lou, and who's the other one?
Lou Loose Cannon and Pam Ahi. Ahi
So
tuna.
thanks to them.
We call her Miss Tuna. Ahi tuna.
So I might try it tonight on something. I don't know what we're gonna have.
Right. Good. Excellent.
Where you're talking about it rained a lot there, right? In my hometown in Goodsoil, Saskatchewan, it snowed like in 2 days. It snowed like 2 feet.
Just like in a 2-foot area, or like 2 feet high?
It was a 2-foot area, just that one area. Nobody could walk in that one area. It was like a son of a bitch. Somebody walked through there and got stuck in it. I mean, I don't understand. But
Mel, so you were reborn. You smoked the toad horn or toad whatever it was, and you're fine now. Did you see that?
I saw that, but was that me?
Yeah, I mean the shower. Yeah.
Was it? Oh, yeah. No, I don't think that was me.
Did you see that story where Mike Tyson and a bunch of the celebrities have smoked this toad, whatever, and they think they've died, and now they come back reborn? Yeah.
Hey, listen, I can vouch for if you smoke too much, you can die and come back and be reborn.
There you go. That's true. That's a good point. So it's toad venom. So they're smoking this toad venom.
Toad,
as in toad, like TOAD.
Like a toad.
Yes, that creature. Yes.
Like a frog.
Similar to a frog, related to the frog.
You smoke that, what do you do? Jump around a little bit, or if you're going to do something, you just leap into it?
That's right. Yeah. You get warts all over you and everything. Yeah.
So what do they do? Kill the frog, then suck the juices out and smoke it?
I guess. I don't know. It's toad venom, so they somehow they smoke it.
What the hell's the world come to?
God, people get involved in all kinds of. This is like unbelievable.
Yeah, I know. No.
Anyway.
I know. I agree. Gresh, how are you doing? How's the juicer? Did you get the juicer?
Juicer's good. It's working great.
I'm having a hard time believing.
I can't use it. I'm not going to make any more juice because I'm leaving for Canada tomorrow.
Are you?
I'm going up with my son, my little baby son. I'm going up with him, and this friend of mine is going to drive me to the airport if he gets up in the morning. I'm not sure if he can wake up that early. And then we're going to get up there. We get off the plane 8:05 or 8:15, whatever.
Right to the casino.
Guess where we're going?
We know already. The casino.
Right to the casino.
Yes.
And my sister was supposed to leave today for Palm Springs, or what do you call it? Is it Plum?
Plum
Springs. But she's not going to leave until a week after next, because we're flying up tomorrow, coming back Thanksgiving Day. Because my younger one wants to visit with his brother for a while, and then he wants to also come back and spend Thanksgiving with his mother, which is really nice. You know,
that is very nice. Yeah. All right, so Mimsy makes a suggestion here. Tom's up early. Gresh, have him drive you. That's already taken care of, Mimsy. We'll be leaving at 9 o'clock. Yeah. And I got a bottle of tequila for driving Gresh to the.
Yes, nice bottle too.
Yeah, worked out well.
Are you going to Winter Pig, Ron?
Yeah, but the problem, Tom, I sent you that box with it, right? The box with the tequila. There's good news and bad news.
Yeah.
The good news is the box is really nice.
Right.
The bad news is it's empty.
The box is empty? No, the thought was there.
Thought was there. No.
Yeah.
My son wanted to drop it off this afternoon. I go, can't do that. He hasn't driven us yet. Gotta wait.
give it to me at the airport. Make sure I get you there.
Until we get in the car. No, he'll drop it off today.
Did you bunch of carts around the casino? Oh, that's awful. That is terrible, Mike. What is
around the casino? Yeah, if I could, I would. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah,
you ever been to Mohegan Sun?
Yes, I have.
From one side of the place to the other is a long walk.
Hmm.
You know, It's not that far if you don't drink, but if you have a couple cocktails, it's a long walk, But
Yes. That adds to the distance. Yeah, when you drink.
yeah, it's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back.
Mel, I was reading an article today, Mel, in my
Yep.
preparation for the show, because I do like to prepare, so because you don't prepare any longer. UPS drivers are getting training in driving. Do you think you could ever be a UPS driver?
Not in this city.
Vancouver, so yeah, so you have to have a UPS boat, right?
Who was it? Diane Eck or somebody asked me how many times I get mad at people that cut me off, or probably 3 or 4 times a week, like almost every day. Like the other day, I'm at my local IGA, went to get some stuff, and there's some freaking, I won't tell you the gender, but she backs out of the freaking of her, like the traffic that is moving has the right of way. She's pulling out of a parking spot, and I honk the horn. She keeps freaking. I said, "What the F and hell are you doing?" Like,
well, okay, was it an elderly lady or anything, or?
I don't know. I was yelling. My head was almost exploding. I was yelling so loud.
My daughter says that I have road rage.
Well,
Really?
Well, in the mornings, when you go in the mornings, you're like, I drive her to school, right?
Yeah.
And like, is it only between like 8 and 8:30 that are all idiots out there?
Well, people at that time are rushing to get to work. They're late. Maybe they have put their makeup on.
5 minutes earlier or
I
10
know,
minutes earlier.
Yeah, but maybe they slept in. They didn't put their makeup on in time. Maybe they had like emergency poop before they left. Right? They didn't realize.
Oh, the Tom Laidlaw one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But no,
That's right. They couldn't contain it.
how many people mentioned to you that you didn't realize you're still on?
There's a few.
a guy that we well, I know Tommy played with him. I'm not sure if he did, Mel, but he was driving from Cape Cod down to New York, right? And talk about road rage. So he was driving, and this guy kept slowing up and speeding up and cutting him off. And back then, like this is years ago. Back then, there was all the toll booths on 95. Well, he finally got into a toll booth passed through where the guy kind of got him kind of locked in there, and he jumped out of the car, and the guy's like trying to get his window up. By that time, he was already halfway pulled out of the car, and a little body slam, and then thrown to the ground, and the guy got in his car and left. I wonder who would do that.
I don't know. I think maybe you told that story before, so people might know. But
that's right. Born in New York too.
Yeah.
Anyway, I going into this is a crazy hockey idea. You know how like people are noted for what they get their numbers retired, whatever it is. I think Nick Fotiu should have his number retired at the Garden. When you're from a New York City or from a United States city, then you're the first player back in the 70s. I'm not talking about 80s, like 90s, now, whatever. Here's a kid that starts skating who's 15 years old. Can you imagine? And he ends up making it to the NHL, playing for the team that he sat up in the blue seats watching years ago.
Yeah.
I think that would be kind of like a real special kind of special for the fans that for the New York Ranger fans. And that would be, I think it would be just a great thing for Nicky, but just for New York. That's only my opinion. But then that was kind of like, when Tom was talking about going to the bathroom, it was kind of one of those things.
Everybody's got an opinion. Everybody's got a,
Yeah. Okay, that's enough. You guys can continue now.
So, did we mention in Ann Arbor? Did I mention the Ann Arbor story? Did you see this, Mel?
Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Ann Arbor, Michigan's got a new ordinance. In all public bathrooms, they have to have sanitary products, tampons, all that kind of stuff.
Well,
what? In all bathrooms?
That's the way the story was written. Didn't differentiate between men's and women's. So, if you guys ever need some tampons or anything like that, just go to Ann Arbor and they're in the public bathrooms.
Okay, hold on. Every bathroom, like a men's bathroom and a women's.
Well, I read the story. I was waiting to see some differentiating.
I got you. I understand the word you're trying to use.
Between men's and women's. It did not. There's no statement that said women's. It was just all public bathrooms. So.
Huh. Wow.
Debbie, you know what? Debbie brings up a good point here. Just because she's got a long name doesn't mean she's not intelligent. Great for nosebleeds.
Yeah. Yeah. You stick one of those in each nostril, you're in good shape.
But don't they expand though too? Like expand.
Let's not get into this one.
Goes up into your brain.
Next.
Oh,
well,
God.
Deborah Meseringhausen, Hosen, Anderson, and I have been messaging each other. Sorry, Ira, but we've been talking a little bit. Oh. And she brought up the fact that, and I don't know if you're okay, Tom, but you and Jillian didn't have a show this week.
I knew you were going to bring that up. So she contacted me. They're in the middle of the floods as well.
Yeah.
So she was unable to do a show. So don't think anything else. We're happy for her. She's a wonderful young lady.
Why?
Inquiring minds are just very,
so here's what Larry's going to go with it. Now he thought we had something going on, and she's now got a boyfriend, and I was upset we didn't do a show. Is that where you're at, Larry? Pretty much, does that sum it up?
No, everybody else is just talking to me, and like I just bring up pertinent data.
You're the man of the people.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, another guy, if Ned Saunders out of Winnipeg, the tough north end of Winnipeg, if he's watching, I did message you as well. And Ron, I sent you my itinerary. Clam Springs, Fantasy Springs Hotel is booked, Ned. So if you're there, we're going to go golf and have a beer.
What day you get there again?
Sunday the 9th.
Okay,
hold on. So here's what Ira thinks. Like Ira makes like he's demanding like comment on Ryan Reed's fight. Like he's telling us what we're supposed to comment on.
Did he fight?
Ira?
Did he fight? Who fought? Ira fought or
Ira? Like comment on Ryan Reed's fight. Like I can just see Ira sitting there going, comment on Ryan Reed's fight. Like right now. We're not. No.
Who did he fight? I didn't know he had a fight.
Ira?
Ira, yeah.
He's fighting Larry right now, trying to get on Larry's good side.
Oh my God! Watch out for the left, Ira.
Okay.
Once a week, Ira, can you please friend me, Larry? Please friend me.
I know. Oh God.
Somebody else too. I think Barry Shelley. We got work to do with you people first.
Yeah. Mel, what's any kind of homework going on? Any interest in your life?
Well, just on, I don't know if I told this story, but your friend Jillian was going to buy a Chrysler or something. Was that one of the topics of your show?
She had bought a car that did not work well, and then she ultimately traded that in to get a Jeep.
A Jeep. Okay. I was just going to say to her that was probably the worst freaking vehicle I ever had was a Jeep.
Really?
Jeep Grand Cherokee. $1,000 every time I went in the shop. And then when I went and bought a 2016 Chrysler 200C, nice car, I'm coming home from a golf tournament and the thing caught on fire and it was totaled.
Well, I'll give you my father sold cars for 50 years. I'll give you a little word of advice when you go to buy a car. Every car has a mark on it what day it was finished. Okay? So if it was finished on a Monday or a Friday, don't buy it. Because they were coming in drunk on Monday and they were going to get drunk on Friday. And that's true. That's true. The cars are crappy on those days. Yeah.
That's good. I've heard that before too. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's like we used to be like for us for the weekend, for the weekends. We'd have a few cocktails on the weekends and
yep.
Problem was we were playing.
Do you ever think about certain like sayings? Like Gresh, you said before the start of the show that you laughed your ass off. Like, where does that saying come from? Laugh your ass off.
Well, I think in Italian that's you say it's Senza gul.
Senza gul?
No ass.
But then, so how's that related to laughing though? Like you
look at somebody and you go Senza gul, they got no ass. So then they kind of laughed. You know, they laughed their ass off. It's kind of, you know, like it's one of those things when, you know, well, there's no. I can't say it. I can't say it.
You can't say it.
Well, I could, but I don't want to because it's got to do with a woman's top parts.
Oh,
I don't want to bring up nothing like that. She must have funny jokes. She need to laugh her boobs off, you know.
So Mel, I sort of go back to this. Why were you at the Vancouver game last night? Was there something special going on?
Why not?
Well, you don't watch hockey. You don't watch hockey.
No, I don't. I didn't. I bet you I didn't watch 1 minute of hockey. I sat at the bar.
So why do you go all the way there to sit at the bar?
Because my neighbor wants to go. We go for there's a nice bar inside the arena, so we go sit there for an hour and a half, have some beers, talk to the people.
How do you get home? How do you get home?
My neighbor drives.
Oh,
He's drinking and driving then.
Well, you know, he had a couple. He took it easy.
Huh.
I made up for him.
How long does it take you to get from your house to the Vancouver?
40 minutes.
yeah, but it's faster going there, right? Because it's downhill.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Right.
In third gear.
And do they announce when you're there?
No.
Well, then how did the person I know see you at the game then? They must have made some kind of...
The person you know. No, you don't know anybody.
Somebody told me that you were seen at the Vancouver game last night.
Because I told a couple of people on Messenger. But no, there's a big... today, I was almost going to say that I'm not going to be on the show, which would have been good for you guys. Because there's a big luncheon for the Canuck alumni. They're celebrating the 1982 team that lost to the Islanders.
They're celebrating a losing team?
Yeah.
Let's go celebrate that we lost the Stanley Cup.
Yeah. Well, they've only been to the Stanley Cup twice in
That's true.
60 years, maybe 3 times. I can't remember.
They lost to New York both times.
So anyways, there's a big luncheon. So up in the box was Timmy Hunter.
Big nose.
Yeah, who played against in Calgary, obviously. Well, actually, we played against him since we were 17. He was in Seattle. I was in New West. So I said to him, I said, you know, I never fought you, but I probably would have beat the shit out of you. And he starts laughing, and I start laughing. And I said, like, how could you do that, like game in and game out all the time? And he said, you know what, Larry? I was in such good shape. I knew all I wanted to do was defend myself. Just make sure that I didn't get hit, you know, like grab the guy's arms. He said, I was in such good shape that nobody could outlast me. That was the key.
Huh.
So he was there and talked to him for a bit. He had a few beers. Garth Butcher was up in the box.
Garth Butcher. One of the funniest lines I ever heard from Garth Butcher when he was with the Canucks. And it was out in L.A. and Kenny Baumgartner had just come up. And Baumgartner missed a bunch of games with mono. And we're out in L.A. and they were getting into it between the benches there. And Butcher says to him, you're the only one stupid enough to get mono in California. It's pretty funny the way he delivered it.
Yeah. Oh, he had the good chirps.
Yeah,
he wasn't a big guy either. And he fought a lot too.
Yeah, he's tough dude. Yeah, he's a good player. I like that. Yeah. He's a good guy.
He's from Regina, Saskatchewan.
That's right. Out of Regina.
His sister Janice and my sister Linda are good friends.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just to throw that in there.
That was a good throw in.
It was a toss in. You know?
I liked it. It was good. It's good information there.
Yeah, a lot of info right there.
Very informative show here today.
Like, Cheap can't come on today because he's too busy, or?
Yeah, well, he's preparing his Coach of the Year speech right now on the bus.
Well,
what are they? 17-1?
Have you ever been on a team that was 17-1?
No.
I'm not counting like summertime practices and stuff like that.
In college, one time we started off. I think we're 2-2 the first 4 games. Then we won 22 straight after that. But that's the best I can give you.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Yeah, 22 straight.
Were you hurt for those 22 games?
Oh, there. 4-year captain, big fella. The summer before is when I tried out for the Canadian Olympic team and got sent home the first day because I put the furniture on the trainer's car. So I figured I should go back to college and do something about it. But
we went back and got a great education, Tom.
I did,
all
Ron.
kids should know that and go after that. And
That was the semester that's the semester I took racquetball, racquetball, bowling, phys ed, and beginning skating. That semester, my senior year.
And badminton. And so you sent a picture, badminton. You sent a picture of you teaching the kids at hockey there.
Yep.
So everybody wants to know, where'd you get how did the guy fit you for the helmet? Who's the guy?
It is funny you said that. That thing was so freaking tight. It's like a zit in my head. They
just painted the side of it. It was really just a garbage can they put on there.
So who fit you for that one?
That was actually a Mark Messier helmet, and it barely fits me. They have to get a hammer there and pound it down on my head. It's not pleasant.
Where's that cap you were wearing the other day, Tom? That Sully cap. That looked...
the beanie?
Yeah.
I didn't realize when I looked at the video after it's a little small.
FDNY, yeah. FDNY, that's nice. Yeah.
So that is Fort Pitt. It's down at Pitt Street in Lower Manhattan. There's a firehouse and a police station in the same building. We went down. It's actually sad. We went down there to it's like 3 years ago. We were going to play an outdoor game, the police against the fire department. And the night before, a police officer had been shot and killed in Manhattan. So they didn't want to be outside looking like they were having fun. It was kind of sad. We went into the police station to talk to them. Man, they were just down in the dumps in general because all the stuff that was going on, but even more so because of that. But,
yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's police officers and everybody getting shot. That's very bad.
Yeah. Gresh, how's the Nook? Is it all cleaned off? Like, you're not going to leave it dirty or anything like that when you go away, are you?
Oh no, it's cleaned off right now. Well, not right now. It's not because I got to take back some stuff to the post office. It's on the Nook right now.
Hold on, Rob Brooklyn's making pizza for us.
Oh,
Rob, do you work at a pizza place? You're going to send us pizza?
Oh, unbelievable pizza.
Do you know him?
Of course, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, pizza. Yeah, Rob. I met Rob before.
Huh. Okay.
He always charged me for the pizza, though. Son of a bitch.
He made you pay?
I'm joking.
Oh, I haven't had a nice. I make homemade pizza, but Mel, do you make pizza?
Rochelle makes the pizza.
Oh, did she make the dough and everything?
Yeah, in the bread maker.
Nice. Same here.
Oh, it's really good pizza.
I like that dough maker. I want to get one of those.
Bread maker.
Same thing.
Oh, Grimaldi's. You used to run Grimaldi's. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Here's Ira at it again, man. He's funny today. Whew.
Hold on, Tom. Go back. He didn't.
That's a knee slapper. Hold on. I'm just doing a knee slap there for Ira.
Tom, go back to that other. He didn't. You forgot the D, Rob.
Sorry.
Come on, Rob. It's not hard.
Jeez. Oh, that's funny. What happened to Nick? I'm going to ask Chris this question. What happened to Nick Alforno? I get the feeling he got whacked.
Who? Tom.
Nick?
He forgot the ED.
What? Rob makes good pizza. He's not a spelling gaze, but
get him to the Ira School of
really
whatever spelling.
What do you think it'd be like to hang out with Ira? Like, let's do an evaluation on Ira before we don't even know him really. We never really talked to him, just based on the stuff he writes here and everything. He'd be the kind of guy probably, right, that if you were in a conversation, you told a story, like he'd have to tell a story better than your story, right? What do you think? Would you be that guy?
Ira, do you have any friends?
One. It's you, Mel.
You're it, Mel.
Okay, hey, how's the plane ticket coming for January 28th? What did Jackie D. Piazza?
Oh, hold on. We have got to bring up the Jackie thing. So Ron and I went to the Ranger game on Sunday. This is after I taught those kids some life lessons on the ice. And the poor girl was just about in tears. Like, she's like, what did I do to Larry? Why is he treating me like that? Why is he saying those things about me? She watched the show.
I know.
She was devastated. Right, Crash? That was all. I felt bad.
It was terrible.
Oh, no. Poor Jackie. She'll be okay.
Be okay.
Yeah.
Man, I think she was good. I heard her say something about calling the HR department or something. I don't know. But she was devastated.
Really?
Yeah. It was pretty sad.
So what did she say about the plane ticket?
You care, don't you? Don't you care that you've hurt somebody's feelings?
I didn't hurt her feelings at all. So what did she say? Anything? Anyways,
We were just.
She said she might send that stuff out. I think that's what she said.
So, seriously, you did not get your Ranger swag yet? I think you got it. You're just not. You're just playing this game.
No, I have not got it.
Right. Oh, big announcement too. Your good friend Rich Pisano.
Yes.
Got himself a new girlfriend today. I called him today. He couldn't. Actually, I was going to get him on the show, and he couldn't. He was doing a lunch date with his new girlfriend. So.
Oh, yeah. What does his wife think about that?
Pardon me?
What does his wife think about that?
Well, he just got divorced, actually, as a matter of fact. Yeah.
Oh, God.
If you must know. If you must know.
How many autographs did you sign on the Sunday? One?
No, lots. Actually, they had a picture booth set up for myself and then for Ron later on when people come by and get their pictures taken with us.
Oh, yeah.
You know how many people are asking for you?
Well, nobody, because I wasn't. No, nobody.
Everybody's asking. Like
they were.
Yeah.
Every time I do something now, when's Mel coming in?
Yeah.
I go like, I don't know. Talk to Jackie. I go to.
Hey, should we? Man, I feel bad about the whole Jackie thing, man. She was devastated.
Oh.
She's such a sweet girl too, right? I think she just assumes that, she does nice things for people. People are going to appreciate it and everything, and they won't get
too mad or upset or whatever.
I look every day for the Ranger swag. Nothing yet.
Right. So okay. So I know why Deb is asking this question. Did you see Dukes? So Dukes post on Instagram.
Who's Dukes?
The guy with the long curly hair.
Oh, Doogie.
Yeah.
Doogie.
So he posts on Instagram that it's a Ranger Devil game night tonight, and he's at a restaurant with a bunch of people. So first of all, I think he probably didn't even know the people. He just went and got his picture taken with those people and posted it, trying to make it look like he's in Manhattan for the game. Right? It's probably down in Florida still. Am I right on that, Gresh? What do you think?
Yeah, I had talked to him that afternoon in the car on the way in. Everybody's going, "Oh, Duke's in the building." I go like, "He's what? How do you get in the building?" When I left for the city at 5:00.
Right.
And
don't you think he probably though, like he walks up to somebody's table at the restaurant there and has somebody take a picture of him? He doesn't even know those people. He doesn't know the people even. He's trying to make it look like he's with them.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. No, I'm going to post.
Mel, did you play with Ron Dugan?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Oh, can't remember.
Is he still doing
podcast?
Yeah. No. The Ranger color and stuff, or
no, not doing that.
No, I don't think he's doing it anymore.
Who took his spot?
Well, nobody at first, but now Henrik Lundqvist is in there. The guy who wore number 30.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's Henrik and Steve Valiquette together.
Yeah, two goaltenders.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's fun talk, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, goaltenders are always fun to hang around with. It's kind of like on Halloween.
Mel, does anybody ever hear from Steve Weeks?
No, haven't. I played with him in Vancouver for a year or two, and no, I have no idea.
Who are Steve Weeks?
Yeah, Steve Weeks. We played with. I went to college with. Yep, he played with Mel at the end of his career there. Yep.
Steve Weeks that made Penthouse.
What?
Wasn't he in Playboy? One of those stories.
No, there's one magazine where one of the girls in there said the sexiest man alive was Steve Weeks, right?
There was a story about him. Like she was
one
of those stories.
It was. I don't think it was Penthouse. I think it was a little bit more of a raunchy magazine.
Oh, was it? I thought it was Playboy or Penthouse. Or
it was something that. Yeah. That's. I forgot about that.
I remember hanging around all those girls,
right,
back in the 70s and 80s. Penthouse girls and play. Oh, that was a lot of fun. Yeah, that was before I went to bed at 9:00 at night.
Yeah. Mel, I know at one point your daughter had moved out and gone away, and then she came back. Is she now moved out again, or what?
No, she's gone for sure. She just comes. Okay. She comes back every 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. So she's in Victoria.
Yeah,
she's gone for sure.
Yeah.
She's coming back every 2 weeks. Oh, I like that.
She's actually coming back this weekend.
Huh? I don't know if I can ever move out
for a few days, and then it's my son's birthday, December 5th, so she'll come back for that. We'll go over there. It's a nice little trip.
Ira, the problem is here that Laurie Boschman, nobody likes him. Nobody likes Laura Boschman either. So.
Lori.
Yeah. You know, that is a good point, Gresh. Like, who? What? Should we bring that up? Like, who names their son Lori?
Parents didn't like him.
No kidding. They wanted a girl.
Yeah.
Mel, get any homework going on there today, bud? What's going on?
No. Ira, don't bring his name up. That's just.
Yeah, you don't like Lori.
Oh, I told you he's.
Ira does bring up a good point here, although again he screwed up the sentence. Who names his son Ira? That is a good point. I'm assuming that's a question, Ira, because there's no question mark there. But
or parents that don't like their kids.
Yeah. Okay, so people are asking John Rinaldi here. I think it's Rinaldi here is asking the question about PK Sluban. So PK Subban, slew-footed. Well, I think PK Subban, Ryan Reeves in the preseason, a couple other people, and then he hit Sammy Blais and knocked him out for the season. I still have not seen the hit. Ron, have you seen the hit?
I saw part of it, but I mean, it didn't look like. I mean, when he did the thing to Reeves, it was definitely a full-fledged slew foot.
I thought so. Yep.
But I think the one, it was kind of weird. The one was weird. It looked like he caught the back of his skate, maybe a little bit, but I don't like Subban anyway, so it doesn't matter. I mean,
PK Sluban from now on.
Yeah, no, nothing. I just don't like the way he plays.
Yeah.
Spezzano sent me the video of it, and he asked me what I thought. I don't think Subban slewed him.
Right.
I think it was just one of those plays. It was an accidental, incidental contact. And then you could see the kid, his skate got caught in a rut or something, and he twisted his right knee in. It looked pretty bad. But
was that the opposite corner from where the Zamboni is?
Yes.
That's where Ulf Nielsen went down too.
Oh.
That area right there.
Must be something to that.
Yeah.
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 Well, that's where Bubba got hurt his shoulder too against Flatley, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And Mike Rogers had one of the best lines ever because he played like 400 some games in a row, And he was on TV and somebody said, "Well, Mike, how do you like play all these games and never get hurt? Don't go in the corners, don't go near the boards." Huh.
That was a good one.
Works.
Yep.
Yeah. He's a good player, Mike.
Very good. Very good.
Fast.
Yeah.
I remember playing junior against him. The line was Jerry Holland, Danny Gare, and him.
What was the line in Hartford that he played on?
I have no idea.
Pat Boutette. So it was Stash, Dash, and Bash. Blaine Stoughton, Pat Boutette, and Mike Rogers. Stash, Dash, and Bash.
Wow.
Stash was Blaine Stoughton. Dash was Mike Rogers, and I guess Bash was Pat Boutette.
Wow.
You were supposed to get Rogers on the show.
You know what? I got to get that done. You're right. Actually, I was thinking today who to get on. I asked.
You have to get a little chair for him to sit on, though.
Well, you only had all week to prepare, Tom.
Well, I just found out. Geez, man, you're tough on me, Mel. Do I ever pick on you like that?
No.
It was just this morning that James Patrick, because he is 17 and won a coach of the year, he just lets me know this morning. Actually, he didn't even tell me. I had to text him to see if he was going to be on the show. He didn't bother to let me know he wasn't going to be able to be on. Kind of.
Where do they not have internet that he's going to?
They're on the bus, so he claims the reception is not very good. I don't know. Maybe that's just the fact that he's coach of the year. But
where are they off to?
You know what? I don't know.
Must be somewhere.
Yeah. They could be just driving around and come right back to Winnipeg. Who knows?
He's just driving around so he doesn't have to come on his show. Oh, God.
Bussy, let's go for a ride.
Oh, God, don't tell me you got to get him fired, too.
Gresh, how did it feel like going back to the Garden on these last? We were back there like on a Friday, then a Sunday. Are you excited to be back? How are you feeling?
I love it. I love going back there. You know what? I know this might sound like stupid, but I love going to New York City.
Yeah, I know you do. Yeah.
I think New York City is. I just hope this new mayor cleans up all the crap and Get it back. He seems like a really intelligent guy.
Yeah.
You know, what I've heard him so far talking everything. You know, we're not going to pick on Democrat or Republican. I don't really care if the guy's going to do law and order and get the city cleaned up. And it's a great. I mean, there is. That's the old saying. Like, you know, there's only one city in the world. That's New York City. The rest of the world's a suburb. You know what I mean?
Yes, I've heard that. So I thought of this today, actually, Deb. First of all, I don't know if Jackie, because she's a Ranger employee, would be allowed to come on.
No.
In case somebody says something inappropriate, Mel.
Yeah.
Again, I don't want to put her through the trauma.
Plus, Jackie's our boss. We can't have our boss on the show.
I don't want to put her through the trauma, actually.
Yeah.
You know, it's bad enough to have the stuff said about her from a distance to have right in front of her.
Well, okay, let's clear the air. What was said?
Well, that you're blaming her for the trip you didn't make from the golf tournament.
Bullshit!
You haven't got your swag yet.
Jackie, if you're watching this show, I did not say any of that. Tom's putting words in my mouth. Thank you.
She brought it up to me how devastated she was.
Oh, I don't think so. I'll text her after the show.
Yeah, should be.
Text her now, Al. We got time.
She should be thrilled by that. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, but it's back into the city, like going to the garden. The garden's like a special place. I mean, it's like, you know, I can't wait to go back and like see Billy Joel concert. Like we were talking. I love going to concerts there.
Do you sing along at concerts, Gus? Like if Billy Joel singing a song?
I mean, I try not to sing too loud because I don't want anybody to hear my good voice because they might want to sign me up. You know?
So what would be your favorite Billy Joel song then?
I like them all.
You like them all? That's a song? Like them all?
Well, yeah.
Say a few bars for it. Like them all. Want me to get the guitar going here?
I can't. No, don't do that. I heard that one before. That guitar's worse than my voice.
So I bought the guitar about 40 years ago, thinking I was going to teach myself how to play the guitar.
Well, that and the truck driving thing all at the same time, right?
Oh, but I learned how to drive the truck though. I aced that course 100% on my truck driving course.
Like how many like big loads of stuff did you take in the truck with you?
Big loads? Wasn't loaded.
I know. Like, did you haul anything in an 18-wheeler? Did you ever do anything?
Yeah, drove around. So there's one person would drive, two guys would be in the back, and the instructors on the passenger side.
No,
one of our drivers was
fast forward.
No, I just got all I ever did is get my license, and that was it. Or no, yeah, I got my license, learned how to drive, got my license, and that was it. It was like.
No. So, like, what were you? Why didn't you get a job driving a truck in the summertime?
Because I was playing in the National Hockey League. I was a star defenseman for the New York Rangers.
Summertime?
No, I was preparing for the season during the summer. Busy training.
Oh,
what kind of training? Army training. You ever see that movie? Is it Stripes with Billy? Yeah. What kind of training you been doing? Army training.
Yeah, good movie.
That was a funny scene. Actually, that's pretty good.
So when you two guys go down to the garden in your limousine that the Rangers set up for you, when you drive in, does everybody just stop and say, "Oh, hey, that's Ron and Tom"? And
we hang out the window with our jerseys on.
No. They say, "There's Ron." Then they say, "Who's the other guy?" Like, no, they didn't even ask who the other guy is.
That's not true. They go, that guy there is a survivor.
Yeah.
You know?
Here's a big fan. We don't hear from this guy very often. Tommy Boyer. Boyer? Do we say Boyer? Just ordered my Melnick jersey, January 28th, Rips LA. Very nice.
Thanks, Tommy.
Yeah.
Oh.
How would you say it? Bear, Boar, B-O-E-R.
Melnick jerseys.
I'd say Bear.
What number did you wear in Vancouver, Mel?
24.
What did you have in Boston?
33.
And what happened in Edmonton?
28.
Is there any record of you wearing that jersey?
If you go to one of the hospitals, I can't remember the name of it. There's a big. Every one of the players is on the wall from that 85 Stanley Cup team. So yeah, everybody's, even me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, here, I just want to ask you a simple question. Okay. Who?
Since when?
How many people emailed you to make sure you were okay during these floods?
Nobody, except for you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Very good.
he actually, that stunned me. I said,
I know. I figured it would.
Holy shit! He can't.
How are we supposed to know that there were floods in Vancouver, for God's sakes?
Well, they've got this thing called the internet.
Everybody in the world knows about it.
Look, every day.
One other buddy of mine texted me too.
Okay.
From Winnipeg.
Yeah. Oh, here's your Deb. She's apologizing now. Deb's claiming she didn't know. Deb does not own a computer. Sorry, Deb, but
I mean, the whole province is under emergency right now.
So how wide of an area is this? Is it just around Vancouver? Or?
The province is pretty wide, long too.
It's a big province, yeah.
So, but I mean, the actual storm damage and everything, is it just limited to the Vancouver area, or is it?
It rained also in the States, in Washington State.
All up and down. Sumas, Washington is underwater as well. Where we go down to Bellingham, Sumas, but Butcher came up from Bellingham, so he got through. But like I said earlier, if you go like on your way to Stick Your Moose or Kelowna, Penticton, Osoyoos, those roads are all gone. Like parts of the roads are gone or underwater.
Wow.
So
there's Billy who did not even know that his best friend was flooded out.
God, you didn't know that Mel was underwater?
Oh,
the city of Vancouver is fine. There's certain spots in Vancouver that were flooded, but now everything's receded. We have had no rain in the last couple of days. Okay. I'm going golfing tomorrow. It's supposed to be nice out, but
you didn't get any rain in
didn't rain on the golf course?
Melnick Mountain, right?
Yeah, well, I'm up on a hill, so it runs downhill. It runs down to Steve's house.
Oh, good for you. That's the way it should be.
No erosion, no kind of erosion or anything. You had the proper vegetation.
No, everything's good.
Good. Okay.
Yeah. How many days did it rain? Like just that one day or 2 days?
In 2 days, it rained 11 inches.
Wow.
If not more. So,
is that a lot?
That's a lot for here. Usually that's a month and a half. Like we've had months where in some years it rained for 2 months in a row. Every day it just poured.
I know. I lived there back in the 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather have Saskatchewan sunny and cold than piss and rain every day.
And your feet grow together too. You get a little bit of a web foot there. Yeah. They had a chance to draft me too, Vancouver. They didn't draft me. Yeah.
Well, they weren't very smart back then either.
When did they re-sign the coach and GM? Was that recently this summer?
I thought it was this summer, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Why? Because they missed the playoffs last year?
Yeah.
So they re-signed him?
They rewarded them for that, yeah.
I can't figure out these people that run these teams.
Why is that, Ron?
Well, they give out these big contracts to guys in 5 years, 8 years. Listen to me. If you don't like my proposal, go somewhere else. I mean, there's enough guys. There's a lot. I've been watching some of that American Hockey League stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's some good players down there. Borderline NHL, just ready to, and guys not getting a chance. I think you can make a really good team. I mean, you have to have a couple. You need a goaltender. That's what you need. You got good goaltending, you can win anything.
We have to have a goalie. You can't play the game without a goalie. Like
you can?
I guess you're playing with an empty net the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the problem here. That's a problem here in Vancouver. The defense is not very good, and they're getting outshot every game. 40 shots. It's not good.
How about that Meyer? He's not playing very well. Big kid.
Well, they were shitting on him, but I watched a little bit that I did watch last night. He's not playing that bad.
Right. Right. And he's one of those guys, he just has to do his job. If he's asked to do too much, then he gets himself in trouble.
That's right. But he's also a $6 million man.
Yeah.
How much is that Quinn Hughes making now?
7 point something. He took a stupid penalty, cost him the game.
Well, the way I look at it is I bet Washington last night. Washington Colorado, and can't remember the other game. I bet him in a parlay. And who did
Washington won.
Washington won? They beat LA, and I can't remember the other game.
Somebody beat Seattle. Somebody beat Seattle, right?
Yeah, Chicago. I bet Chicago.
How about Chicago 4-0 since they fired the coach? Wow.
5 now, I think.
It's fine.
They won last night again, but I bet them, and I ended up winning that parlay. And then I had DeBrinca, Landeskog, and who's the captain of Kopitar of LA in a parlay to score a goal. DeBrinca scored. What's his name? Scored with 10 seconds to go. Landeskog. And Kopitar never scored.
Yeah, they got
$500.
Getting back to the American Hockey League, has there been any reports on how the women referees have been doing? Like, it's obvious that the men can't see, so I'm sure that the women can make better calls than that, right?
Oh yeah, that's definitely going to be better.
Speaking of women, I coaching the girls' high school hockey team. We had our first captain's practice 2 nights ago, and I had our parents' meeting last night. That was exciting.
Oh,
yep.
Wow.
So the men referees can't see very well. So what do we think of the women? How are they doing down in the American League?
I have not heard any. I haven't seen any games. Haven't heard any reports.
Oh, is that why you changed the subject?
Well, what's going to happen?
I had no information for you. Yeah.
Like if there's a brawl or a fight or something, what happens? The women, they break it up?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I guess whatever floats your boat. That category.
Right. Place is looking good, Gresh. You got everything's neatly put away where it's supposed to be.
What's that?
Place is looking good.
Well, there's not this thing here. I got to move this. Let me move that now.
Is that the recycling bin?
No, I've got files I got to go in there. I'll put it down here so you can't see it.
No, it's good.
Yeah, good. Clothes on there.
Oh, listen. My little doggy.
Come on, invite them over. That's why you never invite anybody over. That's why they bark.
So a new thing, I don't get mad anymore. I don't start barking. I put my my speaker outside. I start blasting the music.
Huh.
Figured I'm just drowning out the dog noise.
You should do that when you're doing the show with Kevin. Kevin has a dog going.
What are you saying? Drown out us talking? Is that what you're saying?
Well, no, but Kevin has a dog in the back. He's got dog and the kids and everything else.
Yeah, it's an entertaining show. It's a family show.
It is. It's a family show, and it's cool. But,
yeah.
But
you know what? I'm just trying to picture Mel driving 40 minutes into the what's the name of the arena there?
Rogers
Center, and not watching any hockey and just sitting there drinking beer and then going home.
You got it.
Well, Tom, when you go to the games, do you watch the games?
Yes, I do, as much as possible. Because when we have to entertain the crowd while we're there, so when I'm doing that, I can't.
Oh,
but
how much did you watch the game on this past Sunday?
I didn't get to watch a whole lot.
Give me out of 60 minutes, how much did you see?
10.
How much?
10.
In watching it from the stands?
While I was there, 10 minutes. Yes, there's one point there where I was in the Delta room and I was watching on TV.
I meant in the stands. How long?
We didn't say in the stands. I'm going to say 3 or 4 then.
Okay.
Where are your seats?
Pretty decent seats in the corner to the left of the home team's bench. Nice seats.
To the right of the goalie, 104.
To the left of the bench.
Right of the goalie, 104.
Left of the bench, 104.
We're in that bad corner.
104.
No, it's a good corner. It's a good corner. There's no bad seats at the Garden.
No, I mean that's where everybody got hurt. That corner.
Oh, that's right. Yes, in that corner. Yes.
Oh, not that corner.
Yeah.
No, the corner where Beck and everybody got hurt was down on the other end.
No.
Okay. It got where Alf Nielsen got hurt was the corner.
You know what? We need to investigate that then, because I thought where Barry got hurt was
when Barry got hurt.
It was to the right of the goal.
Where Alf Nielsen got hurt was the corner down the same end of the Zamboni, the opposite corner.
Same end as Zamboni, opposite corner.
Same end where the Zamboni comes out, opposite corner.
I didn't think so. So I'm going to investigate that. So next week we'll know for sure. I'm not doubting you, Ron, because I know you're like an encyclopedia.
Yeah, well, that's where Alf Nielsen got hurt. I was at the game.
It's good to know.
And if you were a bit older, you'd have been there too, but you weren't old enough yet.
That's right too.
Mel.
I was getting an education.
You were, and I'm proud. Like everybody should get an education. It's very important to get an education.
Yeah,
because we're else.
No, he's got a continuing education there with his career. He gets continuing education. Yeah,
have to. That's the same corner that Dave Schultz beat up Dale Rolfe. That's a bad corner.
That is a bad corner. Yeah.
That corner was in Philadelphia.
You sure? I thought that was the Garden, Gresh.
That was at the Garden.
Gresh was there.
I wasn't there yet.
Oh,
you would have jumped in.
Do you wear your rings when you go to the games?
No, I put it in the safety deposit box right after golf season.
How much are they worth now?
That's a good question. Whatever someone's willing to pay. When I got them, the insurance on them is, I think the one is $30,000 and the other one's like 15.
Huh?
$30,000 insurance?
Yeah. You insure them for what
company valued them at $30,000.
Oh, yeah. You insure them at $30,000. I thought you're paying $30,000 to insure the ring.
No.
Okay.
Here's an interesting question. Bruce C. Levine, not Bruce Levine, but Bruce C. Levine. You guys have played against Bobby Orr. How do you think Fox compares to Orr? That's a tough one because, well, first of all, the game's a lot different now, and I don't think anybody really could compare to Bobby Orr. But Fox is a heck of a player. But again, the game is so much different now. To compare any players from the past to the game now, it's kind of tough. Yeah. And again, it's Bobby Orr. Bobby Orr is kind of.
Nobody had the puck as long as Bobby Orr did.
Right.
No. Nobody did that circle around the net, penalty killing. He'd have the puck for the whole, minute and a half. Nobody did that. Nobody does that. Nobody's done it since.
Yeah. And he was such a special player. He's being the first guy to be that offensive defenseman, really, too.
Yeah.
All right. Do you guys think the NHL should allow their players to participate in the China Olympics? That's an interesting question because now that they've canceled the games, like they canceled the Ottawa games, it triggers a thing in their agreement that the league can now pull out of the Olympics. But obviously, if they did that, the Players Association wouldn't be too happy about it. But
I think that I think in the scheme of all things, the Stanley Cup's more important, and the Olympics is like down the list. The Olympics are this. Okay, they are. They happen every 4 years. Wow, big deal. The Stanley Cup is way more important than the Olympics.
But I don't think to say it's one or the other, though, right?
Well, I'm just saying if it's going to be, with this COVID thing and you're going to go to China, you're going to be in China, and you're going to come back. Okay, good luck.
Well, yeah, you figure Ottawa had 9 guys tested positive, had to cancel 3 games. That's just being here in North America. Now you're going over to China.
It's going to get worse. It's going to get. If they're going to keep doing that, it's going to be. Yeah. I'm sure those 9 guys. They didn't they play against LA or something right at that time or something.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah, right after the LA game.
Yeah, I'm sure some of those LA guys. They played Washington last night, so some of those LA guys could come up with it. And Washington's going to have it. Let's pass it around a little.
Yeah, we'll see. Here is one, Jack. I'm sorry, bud, but we're going to have to disagree here. Bobby Orr did play defense. He may have played it a different way, but he played defense.
Bobby Orr did not play defense?
Yeah, that was Jack saying that. But I think people have perceptions because he was so good offensively, he didn't play defensively, but he did. But again, he did it a different way.
He had the puck.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't matter how you look at it. He had the puck and you were chasing him around.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Jack should watch. If you go on the YouTube, you can watch a bunch of Bobby Orr videos on all of his amazing plays and how long he had the puck all the time. So, and he blocked shots. He scrapped a little bit in the beginning, although he didn't have to because he had one of the toughest teams in the league behind him. But,
So they had. I remember when Dave got called up at Christmas time. He was 18. I think he was 18 years old. And we were playing Boston. First 5 minutes into the game, we're up 2-0, and we ended up losing 10-2, I think. Orr turned it on, and anyway, he came down one time and he made a move around Dave. Dave fell right on his face. Orr went in and scored. Dave was just getting up, and Orr was going by him. And Dave had worked on his hockey camps, and Orr was skating by him and gives him a little tap on the ass. Dave's like, "Oh, thanks."
How's Pamela and Dave in the liquor store? Any updates?
Haven't talked to him in a while.
No.
Yeah.
I saw him a couple nights ago. He's doing fine. You know, Dave does a great job on the radio. He's excellent on the radio.
You say a great face for radio? Is that what you said?
Well, that too. He has that. He has a great face for radio, and he looks good on the radio. Sounds good on the radio. Sounds good on TV. He does a great job.
Yeah.
Dave, from the time I met him, he was a good talker. So he was always.
Dave's a very intelligent man. Yeah, he really is.
We used to sit in the back, play poker. Dave would sit there, do crossword puzzles.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like I said, I always respected him because he wasn't the first, but one of the first players that really prepared himself for after the game, like you did, Mel. So that when he was able to leave Buffalo with I think another year or two on his contract because he just didn't want to be there because he had another job already lined up on Wall Street. So
yeah,
it's good.
Sometimes, hey,
you awake?
Yeah. Huh. Sometimes you just fall into things too. Like I fell into the stockbroking job because a bunch of guys that I was working with left and went and became stockbrokers. So that's, you give people money. I won't tell the gender of the stockbroker in Edmonton. I gave her 10 grand and she lost it in about 4 seconds. I said, well, I can do that. So
you don't need anybody to help me do that.
Yeah, I can do that. So I said, okay, well, let's take the course. So
it's like getting married.
Yeah. I always trusted stockbrokers too.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah. They should be wearing like those. The Cowboys wear those bandanas.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Not you, Mel.
No, I know. Dave must have done pretty well though. He was Merrill Lynch for a long time.
Yep.
And he had. Who did he start out with?
Yeah. Was it the firm that they lost so many people at 9/11? Was that the same firm?
Goldman Sachs.
No, he started off with some other.
Yeah, he started out. His name was Artie Crames. Was his name?
Yeah.
Artie.
And he ended up with Wheaton at the end of his career.
I think. Well, he had his own little gig at the end.
Boutique.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awful. I should know the name of the company he started with. So terrible.
You should know it.
Yeah, I should, Ron. I definitely should. Yep.
Why would you? Why should you know it, Tom?
Because I've heard it before. Bear Stearns.
Yeah.
I didn't come up with that. That was Rich Isaac just did. So
yeah. Artie Crames was involved in that.
What's he doing? What is Dave doing during the day that he?
That's Rich Isaac there. That's a great picture. What's he do during the day?
Yeah.
Well, I think that's one of the reasons he got the liquor store job. So he's got something to do. I think he's got his hockey stuff that he does, but
I don't think the radio guys travel with the team yet. I'm not 100% sure. I think they still do it from the studio here.
Well, the question is, if the radio gig is not keeping him busy, why can't he come on the show?
Oh, he's got games and stuff like that, and different things, and he's this guy. He got commitments and can't do it.
Well,
is that what it is?
Yeah, that we can't have two bald guys on the show at once. What they say. There today, gone tomorrow.
Yeah.
Anyway, Tom, what's going on with you? What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
For the first time in about 20 some years, I'm not cooking at home. I'm going to my oldest son and wife's home in Rye. I'm bringing the apple pie and raspberry pie. That's like homemade and homemade hummus.
They don't live here anymore. They moved out of here.
That's right. They could have two homes, but they're living in Rye right now.
I just asked a question, Tom. It wasn't like I needed
Yes, they moved out. Right. I'm sorry. That was terrible.
No, that's okay. I listen to me. I can handle it.
I know you can.
Because I'm not like that. I just answer questions. I'm not a smart ass.
What day is that? The 25th?
25th. Yeah. Week from today.
Yeah. 25th.
Yeah.
Week from today.
So no show?
Yeah, we're getting a show. Yeah. Okay. Gresh, where are you going to be?
I'm going to be getting off the airplane at 2:30.
Oh, okay. So we got to figure out that maybe we'll do the show on Friday.
Friday I can't. I'm working.
You usually work on. Do you want to do it on Wednesday?
I can do it Wednesday.
Mel, does it work for you? Mel. Well.
We'll see. I got an eye appointment at 10 and then physio at 2, but I can squeeze it in.
What are you doing with your eyes? What are you getting done?
You should have a yearly checkup. Check the back of your retina and cornea and all that every year. So says Raquel.
Well, you look out the back or the front?
They'll look at the back of it to make sure you don't have cataracts or anything.
What are they going to do?
Hey, my dad had a Cadillac once.
Yeah. Your dad must have been rich.
He blew the motor on it, though.
Mel, have you been using that beaver rub that you were given?
No.
We can try to do it late, like later on in the day, then too. I won't be able to get there too.
On Thursday?
Yeah.
Well, that'll have several beverages by then.
Do it a little bit later.
What's that?
We should probably definitely do it a little bit later. You don't. I thought you don't drink. You don't.
Well, that's right. I'll be at my son's.
Oh, you don't drink at all, Tom. Remember?
That's right. I don't drink at all. I just drink some of it.
You never drink and leave, Tom. You told me you never drink unless you're alone or with somebody.
That's right. Correct.
Okay. Well, whatever you want to do, let me know.
Let's shoot for Wednesday. Let's just do Wednesday. Yeah.
Because Friday I'm going down to Jersey, going down to the racetrack to watch the horses with my daughter.
She's gonna watch them go around a circle.
Well, that's what they do. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I'm going to get where my friend's got some stuff going on there, so I'm going down to be with him, and my daughter's coming down with me because I haven't seen her. That'll be the first day I see her since she's up in.
She's in Syracuse, yeah.
So she's gonna drive me down. Me and her spend the day. We'll go to the track, get our picture in the winner's circle with the horses, with a couple winning horses, and
nice.
And we'll come back, and then whatever.
Now, William Contradicayuke Jr. wants to know what track you're going to. Do you want to tell him?
Horse track.
There you go.
I think it's Mammoth or something like that, or whatever it's called.
Monmouth.
Mammoth.
Oh, so the Islanders opened up their new 18,000 or 20,000 seat arena in Belmont on Saturday. Why would they build something that big when they only have like 6,000 fans?
Tom, the other night on Sunday night, me and Tom and myself were in this room in the suite in the city, and there was two ladies there that were Islander fans.
Right.
And we were so happy to meet them. They couldn't understand why, and I finally told them, because now we've met all 6,000 Islander fans.
Right.
And she was like, okay. I think there was a couple of Devil fans there too. We met all 4,000 of them.
It was birthday night there on Sunday night. Everybody's having birthdays up in their suites and everything. Mel, when's your birthday?
I heard the building's really nice.
Yeah. Mel, when's your birthday?
February.
Oh.
Yep. It's coming up. I got to get my Social Security done.
Oh.
Yep.
How old are you, Mel?
61.
Oh, you start getting to 62, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty quick here.
Good. All right, guys. So we're going to shoot for next Wednesday. Then we'll try to nail it down. Obviously, we'll make an announcement when we're doing that. Guys, it was a pleasure.
Well, happy Thanksgiving, Mel.
You too.
I'll see you in the morning, Gresh, 9:00.
Can you be on time, Tom, or you want me to wake you up?
Yeah.
Want me to wake you?
No, we're fine.
No, I don't.
At the gym.
Oop.
We're at the gym at 4:30.
Oh God, you'll never be here in time. 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10. Oh, you could be here in time.
Yeah.
Good, an hour early. Yeah.
So here's some breaking news right here. George is letting us know that he's going to be 62, December 31st.
Huh. My son will be 20 the same day.
Huh.
Did you file your paperwork, George, for Social Security? Or are you going to, you can delay it, right?
Yeah, I haven't taken mine.
No?
No.
Well, you're independently wealthy. It's different.
Why wouldn't, I don't understand why you wouldn't take it. That's what I don't understand. But that's okay. You don't have to, I don't have to.
I'm busy.
Yeah, no. It's good because like if you don't take it, you only take it when you're 66. You have to live till 80 to break even. Figure that out.
Yeah.
So if you don't live till 80, you lost money.
Yep, there you go. All right, guys. Great show. Great to see you, Mel.
Yeah, you too, guys.
Great job today. Great effort putting in a lot of preparation, all that kind of stuff for the show. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. I'll see you at 9 o'clock.
Wait, let us know, Mel, if you get that package from Jackie.
I'm going to go to the mailbox today. Yep.
Okay.
And then maybe like send a text to Jackie right away apologizing.
Of course.
My suggestion.
I don't think I have anything to apologize. I've got all the texts right on my phone here. I did not say anything.
The things you said on the show. That's really
Oh, bullshit.
Yeah.
Anyways.
All right. See you guys.
Bye.
Ciao.